Hey folks, welcome back. Just still grinding for Magic. Obviously, going to take a pretty healthy amount of points to get her, I think. As I said previously in some of my posts, so here I am up again, going after it. So we'll see what happens. In the infinite streak right now, so it makes life a lot easier. At this point, it's just don't make a mistake and lose 2 in a row somehow. Outside of that, get as many points as possible and have fun. So looks like it's going to be a pretty easy matchup here. Winter Soldier, Loki, or Electra, Loki, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man will be a pain, but run it with Black Widow. She'll be able to negate the evade, so excuse me. So negating that evade is going to be a big part of that. First up, Electra. Winter Soldier got a pretty healthy buff after the updates. Now you have the couple different ways to manipulate what he's capable of doing. You can dodge back and hold it. You can add a little extra incinerate if you hit him with anything that bleeds. Hollow point, additional bleed damage. And then you also got, what is the name of the other one? Armor piercing. And basically it ignores some of the armor, so I'm a big fan of the armor piercing. Right now I'm watching Electra just womp me. This is not looking good. Jeez. Not exactly the way I'd like to go on this first round, but so be it. Welcome whoever that is watching. That bleed is massive, thank goodness. Survivor special. There we go. Pretty nasty, but we'll take the win. Already back up to 144 arena chips, so that's always nice. I just opened 200,000 of them on crystals and got nothing for my effort other than a bunch of gold and some units, but not very many. Kind of a letdown, but Loki here, the only thing to really watch for is if he buff steals you. His L2 is, of course, unblockable, but very dodgeable. It's simply just as easy as moving back. So, no fear on that. Two for two and let the points add up. Currently, as you can see up the top left, 161 win streak. We're at the 3-time multiplier. Just getting ready to approach 3.6 million. Should be in a pretty safe spot, but gonna push for as high as we can, just to make sure that I don't accidentally fall shy on getting Magik on this first go around. Should have went after him. Spider-Man's big headache, of course, is the evade. Luckily with Black Widow, that's pretty well negated. Don't have to worry about that, so able to swing away, play aggressive, and make quick work of him. Quick 3 wins outside of the Electra debacle. What, 24,000? A little over 24,000 points, 26,000. 3.6 million, 300 chips. All a healthy step in the right direction. I really have nobody to pair up with Ghost Rider, so I just kind of throw in Psylocke and Rogue with him. Do I want Rogue or Psylocke to face off first vision? Go ahead and use Rogue. Just in the event that something goofy was to happen, I've got her power still and her life steal to kind of counterbalance that. What's up, NBA? How you doing, bud? Alright, landed the early bleed on Captain. That'll definitely make it a lot easier. Ghost Rider's bleed hits pretty hard, and his hills are very effective. Um, really takes care of a lot of damage as long as you can land the attacks. That's activated with a heavy attack, so always handy to have. It's a great way to bail yourself out. Makes him very self-efficient. Or sufficient, I guess is actually the word, but alright, here's our mismatch. Let's see how this goes. Big thing with Vision, you got to really watch for the power drain. That's where he does all of his damage. Not a whole lot to worry about outside of that. His L1 can be tricky. I prefer to get him to his L2 as quickly as possible and bait that. I've had his L1 hit me a couple different times whenever I'm running in, because he'll catch you coming in. Oh, Rogue's L3. Thanks, Bro2D2. Glad to see it's finally working. It's been annoying. It's not perfect, but a hell of a lot better. Ooh. Screw it. We'll just finish it with the L special 3. And another perfect round. Moving on up. After Magik we go. By the end of the night, I should be a little over 4 million, depending if I'm able to get another run of arenas in or not. Do another run of arena, you're looking at about 4.2 to 4.3 million, I think, is where I'll be at by the end of the night. This is one of my favorite teams. Enjoy playing Doctor Strange. It's a shame that they nerfed him after the last go around, but so be it. A little bit harder challenge level. That's alright. That Black Panther could give me problems, but we'll see. The good news is it's not the Civil War Black Panther. For whatever reason, I absolutely hate fighting that one. I rely a lot on stuns, as you can tell. So, with its ability to reflect the stun and put it back on me, it becomes very annoying. I can normally figure it out, and at least to get the win, but it is a pain. Absolutely hate it. Hate that about the Black Panther Civil War. Just drives me crazy. Be anxious to see how Doctor Strange holds up against the original one coming up. Ultron here should be no problems for Thor. Thor's an amazing champion in my mind. Still hits like a Mack truck. You've got armor break, you've got fury. If you get to the point where you're using the second special or the third, it's pretty well game over. After that, you've got him in a stun. You've got armor break stacked on him. I recommend trying to parry them ahead of that. You're going to break the armor, and then on top of it, you're getting ready to smash him again with the hammer. At that point, it's just teeing off. It's a body just waiting there for you to go crazy on. I've taken a couple of champions from half health all the way down. This is not going to be fun. So I didn't have Doctor Strange before the break. Not real sure how he's meant to be played from the old way, but for me, what I do is during the defensive stance, I try not to attack as much as possible. I don't feel like giving them extra power if I have to. I set back, just mainly countering, just enough to keep the enemy on their toes. When the Fury area hits, I go to work, try to do as much damage as I can. And then after that, you've got the life regen. And even though it's not apparently as good as it used to be in the past, it still works. So use it as a chance to regen your life, get a little bit back in you, and rinse and repeat. Now you can see, much higher. Black Panther, toasted. Win streak up. Getting ready to push 3-7. Getting the goal in the night, pushing that 4 to 4.3 million, depending if I get another run in or not. I've also got a ton of crystals to break open, as you can tell by that 85 in the top left. Ton of crystals yet to be popped. So we'll probably pop those open tonight, see what we can put out. Let's see here. So this is a really fun team that I found for the arena. You can obviously use it even on a regular team. Crossbones, Captain America, Superior Iron Man. You're covering 3 different class types, and you're getting nothing but crit bonuses. Crit, crit, and crit. Would be easy to run with somebody like Scarlet Witch to really boost her up. At that point, you'd be having a Mystic in the mix, so that 5th person really would just be a benefit of what you wanted to do. You could even go with a Falcon. You can go with an Iron Man. So you could legitimately cover one of every class type, whichever type you want to leave out. In that instant, you'd be leaving out a mutant. And being able to stack up a ton of crit bonuses and really go to work on somebody with a Scarlet Witch. So, always something to keep in mind. Oh, shit. Civil War Black Panther. Ugh. What was I thinking? Alright. The good news is it's only a 2800 rank, 2890 prestige, so it's not ranked up very high. Should be able to handle it, but still absolutely hate fighting that. This one of the characters that just give me absolute headaches. And a large chunk of it has to do with my playstyle. Very aggressive, especially after a parry. And with it being able to reverse that stun is definitely no fun. Always gives me headaches. Captain America, as you can tell, beautiful with the shield. So easy to stay alive. Always been considered a top tier champ just because of his ability to block. Especially when he's duped. As his health goes down, you get better odds of blocking a perfect block. So keeps you alive longer, keeping you in the fight. That's what it's all about. Ooh, that was a good hit. Superior Iron Man, interesting character, especially for Alliance War. You can put him in on defense. There's a couple nodes there where he's very effective, just due to the amount of health that he's going to gain back. Oh, shit. You think after making that mistake the first time I would learn and not get hit by the same heavy attack. Alright. We're in the clear. I say we're in the clear, and then I go get waxed. 3 times the charm, right? Maybe I'll learn after all. Good news is he's dead before I have to jack that up again. Jeez. There we go, caught him charging in. And the lag didn't help me there. Fucking reflective stun. I'm gonna lose, son of a bitch. Civil War. Absolutely hate Black Panther Civil War. Hate him. Just drives me absolutely bonkers. Pisses me off. I hate losing. Especially on something I should win. Gotta be kidding me. Interesting. Same lineup. Excuse me. Welcome to whoever just showed up. Sorry about any delays in the footage feed. Still figuring out everything with the live setup, but it will get better, I promise. Alright. Sorry about that. Oh, Cyclops. Cyclops duped. The blue Cyclops, anyways, when he's duped, is pretty handy to a degree. Oops. If you're good at building combos, his special attacks become unblockable. At that point, he's very handy if you're good with him. And if you can build up combos. They build up strength and they're unblockable, so. If I play any sloppier, jeez. Sloppy play. Let's see if we can run his combo count up high enough to matter. Well, definitely didn't tell him to kick, but so be it. We'll give it another run here. Sorry about that. Didn't have a chance to run it up high enough, but I'll take the win. Grinding can be such a pain. It's just meticulous work over and over and over. The good news is you can make some mistakes. You can have that one bad fight. You just can't have two. At least not in a row. I'm not a big fan of anybody to really team up here. So I'll just place my teams of whoever's here. I don't think I have anybody fun to really team up here, so. Miles and Daredevil are fairly easy to fight with. Daru is, he can be tough. It's all about being able to land the special attacks. His heavy attack is nice. Great. Dr. Voodoo, another one coming out in the arena this month. Very interesting character, great attack champion. Got a regeneration to start the fight with, so that comes in handy. We're just going to end this the easy way. Not exactly ideal, but so be it. It's the joys of being a little higher ranked than the opponent, especially a 4-star versus a 3. Just eclipsed the 3.7 million marker as we continue to march towards 4 million points. All right. You can see there that second big hit landed by the second heavy attack that lands causes a massive amount of health. The way it works is whenever they expend energy, it stacks. That's what that 100 little counter was doing up on the top right, so I knew it was maximized. At that point, the next heavy attack I hit is fully maximized and just does a ton of damage. But it's all about timing those heavy attacks. If you're not good at landing them, it can be such a pain to play. Versus Gamora, gotta watch for the specials, watch out for the massive heavy bleed that she can do. Really bait that L1 if you can. It's the easiest of them to avoid. Just a single swipe, so, and she's toast. So we got anybody fun to match up with Quake? I don't think I have anybody either with... Yeah, here we'll use Black Spidey. All those fights are easily manageable. Tried to scoot out of the way on that last attack. No luck, instead I got smashed in the face. Gotta enjoy that. Jeez. So, anybody else grinding for Magik? Kind of what's the thoughts? Gwenpool. Super fun character to play. Tons of bleeds. Interesting, quirky. Some weird animations, but ton of fun. I guess I better bait this special before I accidentally get jacked up. Push him to an L3. Yeah, fuck me. She's toast. That's what I get for dicking around too much. Like I said, the joys of the arena. You have one mistake, one match you can jack up. The rest you better be on point. So, Quake and Venom don't like leaving it to the last match. Just the event something stupid was to happen, but shit ton of lag. Fuck. I need to hopefully end this quickly. My luck, I get booted right before I beat him. Whew. That made me nervous. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. How do you get me a water? Should be okay here. Red Hulk can be a little questionable. Score-wise, they technically score better, but I think we should be fine. Excuse me. Don't like that Mordo matchup at the bottom. Ugh. Be nice to pull off this win against Karnak. That was not what I wanted. As long as I don't mess anything up here, we should be okay. There's the hit I needed. The nice recoil. It should be ball game. There we go. Whew. Closer than I wanted, but we'll take it. Loki versus Phoenix. Interesting matchup. There's definitely plenty of buffs for Loki to steal, which makes it very handy. Not handy when you start the match out getting your face smashed in. So. And that's all she wrote. Here's the matchup I dreaded. It's another one that does not plays well against my weakness, I guess. Not good without being able to stun. Twice. Burned. For me against Mordo, it's all about baiting the L2. If I can get him to use that, I've got better odds of being able to dodge it. It also brings him in, so it makes it easy for me to jump back on him and hopefully land some attacks. During his power gain, try to hit it with a power attack or a heavy attack, break the shield, and minimize how much energy he gains there. Again, I'm not an amazing player, but I feel I do fairly well. Just some pointers of what I've dealt with. If anybody's got any great ideas on Mordo, I'm all ears. He's definitely a pain in the ass to deal with. And again, it's all about playstyles. That makes a big difference. So I don't think I have anybody else to match up with him, so. Swapped Vision and Ultron here, mainly because Daredevil does have the ability to evade all projectiles duplicated. So, as a dupes Daredevil, Ultron really doesn't have any abilities that's going to hit him as far as specials go. Both of them are considered projectiles to start, which means he could legitimately dodge the entire special and be wasting my energy on him. So at least with Vision, I've got that, and as you can tell, it takes care of the damage. So easy matchup either way. Just not willing to risk anything. If I can take and give myself an advantage at this point where I'm at, it makes all the sense. Well-timed block on Ultron to interrupt that heal. And that's another win. Finally approaching 3.8. Oh shit. Alright, let's hope this is enough to finish him off, but I'm afraid it won't be. Nope. And there's that regeneration I talked about earlier with him. Got him. Wow. Whew. Got lucky on that comeback. One hit almost killed me, and it was from his L2. Jeez. More than likely, I'll be facing some matchup issues here, but wow, not as many as I thought. We'll go this way. It was a nice flawless victory. Alright, approaching the 3.8 million. Just having a little... Oh shit, that's what I get for not paying attention. Having a little fun, see how many stacks of electric charge or shock I can build up on her. Without causing... Nope, there we go. There's 12, and now 24, and he's dead. Nebula can be a lot of fun. Her electric charges are very interesting. Alright, last fight, and after this, I'll probably take a break. Gonna look at coming back. I've got a ton of crystals to open. I figure I may not open them unless I have so many viewers, just because it gives me a chance to build a little bit of audio, or a little bit of a video base and some followers. So do me a favor, keep your eye open on the feed. When I come back, if I can have 10 live viewers, I'll take and pop all the crystals. If not, I'll keep waiting until I have enough. So at some point I'll have an insane amount, and people will want to see what all pops out of the crystals. So if you do me a favor, please like, share, follow, subscribe. I'll take all the help I can get. I appreciate it. And there we go for another run through the arena. Ending this push at 3,792,000. So looking to hit 4 million before the end of the night. It's very doable. I'm looking at a 2-hour recharge, assuming nobody from my alliance steps up and bails me out with some energy help. Obviously, I got some 3 stars I can run as well here later. A lot of 4 stars I should really probably finish shrinking up, but just really haven't had the need to, so let's see what my time looks like here. Jeez, sorry about that. So we're not too far out. Come back in and do another run. And I'm gonna say we've got a couple 4 stars that are already back up. Hey, what's up, Robert? So we've got 80 crystals to pop open later. And some shards, 22 tier 4s, some arenas, class crystal, a mystic, 2 ultimate crystals. Interested to see what I can pull out of there. Some signature crystals, nothing big. Shard crystal wise though, we're looking at 20, well, you're looking at 10 premium hero crystals, 2 3-stars, 2 4-stars, and I'm saving up for my 5-stars for later. Not to mention I've got another, 5 Guardians of the Galaxy crystals. Hopefully can pull something handy out of there. So, a lot of crystals to bust open. Again, gonna hope to get 10 live viewers. I'm aware my stream is a little slow. Been working on it. Gonna see if I can maybe up it here later to make this a little smoother. So be patient with me as I try to tinker with all this and figure it all out. If you have any ideas or suggestions, I'm always open. Again, I am new to it, so I appreciate all the help. And best of luck to everyone else. Like I said, gonna take a little break, and I'll be back here shortly. Alright, I went ahead and tinkered with the settings a bit. I'm showing that my live stream should be actually at a fairly healthy point. So, again, now that I've messed with that enough, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break. Go take care of my cache here. Empty out some stuff. As you can tell, I've got tons upon tons of ISO that I've got to go through. So, luckily I don't have too much expiring though. So, get rid of that, get rid of a couple items. And at that point, I can come back and dedicate a little more time to grinding. Also, I am on the final boss here on chapter, It's chapter 3, 3-1. So, hopefully I'll be able to come back and finish that up. But outside of that, as soon as I get done, like I said, I'll take a break, come back. I've also got a ton of crystals to crack, so see you guys in a few.